Are you sure you can help your prospect, your client? If you are, well, great, because then your certainty of you being able to sell your service is going to help you in the long term. And that's what this video is all about, is how to create certainty in your sales process so that you sell every time. I'm Jackobs here, and this channel is all about creating sales processes through presentation, performance, for more profits in your business, especially for the solopreneur and the solo practitioner. A great sales trainer once said, the person with the most certainty during the sales process is the one making the sale. That's either you actually helping your prospect get the solution that they're looking for, or your prospect convincing you that they don't need your help. Somebody's making the sale. That's why it's so important that you have certainty in your sales process, because the person with the most certainty is the one who's going to walk away with the sale. Years ago, I was sitting down and talking to a good friend of mine who we hadn't seen each other in several years. And he started to talk about his new program that he had just created, a fitness program. And he was starting to actually franchise or license it at that time. And he was excited about it. He was telling me all about the whole program. And the excitement that he had for his program was absolutely transferring over to me. Long story short, a week later, I was one of his new licensees, and I was on my road to actually starting a whole new facility. And that's when this whole concept of certainty solidified in my own mind, because he was so certain about the success of his new program and how he could help more people. He could help the owners create more revenue and more income for them. That certainty transferred over into me, and I ended up buying the program and buying the license. Really, the best salespeople are the ones that are so certain that their program and their product is the right fit for their prospect, because they love their program, they've gone through their program already, and they're able to transfer those feelings into that prospect as well. And that's also a warning, because if you don't believe in your product and your service, then you're going to have a very difficult time actually selling it. And that's actually happened to me a couple times, where I was selling a program, and at first I had done my due diligence. I loved the program. I had seen everything that it was able to do. And then along the way, things had shifted, management changed, and I started to lose faith in the program itself. And ultimately, I couldn't continue selling it, because I didn't have that certainty that it would actually help people. So I had to actually leave and go sell something else. Now you're saying, well, those are really fun stories, Tom, but how do I actually sell with certainty? How do I create that certainty to help in terms of making those sales? I have 3 practical tips that you can start to implement right now in your own sales process so that you do have that certainty when making the sale. First of all, this may seem like a stupid one, but really it is the most important. You have to go through your own program. Whether you're selling your own program or somebody else's program, you have to go through it and experience it for yourself. Because through that experience, now you have that perspective that the prospect needs to have as well, in terms of making that choice to actually go with your program or service. So definitely the first thing is to experience it for yourself, as if you were a client. And when you're able to experience it as a client would, then you're going to have a lot more empathy for somebody who's actually going to be going through that decision-making process to actually choose to work with you. Second, you have to believe that you're able to help that prospect that's sitting in front of you, knowing full well that not everybody can be helped. That's why I really enjoy having that qualifying, or I should say kind of disqualifying question sometimes during the sales process, in which I ask the prospect, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how committed are you to actually making a change necessary, or how committed are you to doing the work necessary to reach the goals that you've outlined? And when you go through that, if they answer anything less than an 8, 9, or 10, then it's not going to be a good fit. They just don't have that commitment level to go through your program or to really invest in your product and service. Third, you have got to be excited for that prospect to go through your program or to purchase your product. That they need to imagine what it's like to actually go through it. Imagine when somebody else is really excited for you and how that feeling transfers to you. When you as a salesperson are really excited for that person, that feeling is going to transfer to your prospect and they're going to ultimately buy it. They're going to have that feeling within them. That certainty has transferred to them and you will have made a sale. Those are 3 tips. I'm super excited for you to start to implement those. I've also created another video which I'm sure you'll really enjoy about the sales process and making sure that you have everything set up so that you can start selling with certainty. So make sure you check that video out. It's right here. And until next time, you have a great day.